Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. Today I am having a look at Bon Appetit from GBFKE.com. So GBFKE contacted me again and asked if I would like to review some more of their diamond paintings. So of course I said yes, and this time I was trying to think of what to choose as the subject. And I've started putting up diamond paintings in the canteen at work. I put a different one up at the beginning of every month just to let people see the diamond paintings. Gets a lot of interest, a lot of people asking questions. I found out that some people diamond paint that I didn't know about. So it's going really well, people are enjoying them. So I'm trying to vary them as much as possible. So I was thinking about that when I had a look at GBFKE's website. And I thought, okay, something for the canteen. So I got two of them caught my attention. The one I'm going to review today is Bon Appetit, which should be in here. You can see there are two diamond paintings. Now GBFKE are a budget friendly diamond painting company. They also do other types of craft and art. So if you have a look at the website, I'll put a link at the end, you can see what else they do. But the main thing that we're interested in, obviously, is diamond painting. So two kits in here. This is how it came. Typical budget company, just comes in a grey bag. The diamond paintings are individually wrapped, but they aren't in a box. They are sort of half folded, half rolled. So there are no sharp creases in them, hopefully, but that is what they do. The reason they do it is to save money. They save money, we save money, everybody's happy. So we'll open up the bag. As I said, pretty standard, the grey bag. I'll just cut the end. Now the thing is, I don't know which is which. I want to review Bon Appetit today. I prefer to do individual videos so I can just concentrate on one diamond painting rather than doing 2, 3, 4, 5. Makes for a very, very long video. So I'm going to guess, because Bon Appetit is a 40 by 50 and the other one is a 40 by 40. This one is slightly shorter than this one. So I'm going to take a guess that this is Bon Appetit, and I got it wrong. So that was a very quick preview of the next one. So this is Bon Appetit. So again, no box, comes just in a clear bag, rolled with the diamond painting on the outside. Most of the time they're rolled the other way so you can't see the picture, but it doesn't matter. All we get is a little sticker, made in China, reference number, a little scan code, and that's it. It doesn't tell you what the picture is, but because it's rolled this way, you can see a little thumbnail there, and it's just called Diamond Painting LP009. They don't name the pictures. So size 40 by 50, so 40 centimeters across, 50 centimeters down, and that's pretty much it. So we'll open it up and see what we get. Probably should have used the scissors. Too late now. So before we look at the actual canvas, we will have a look at the kit and the drills, which should be inside. Take that off and see what end the drills are closest to, and just check inside, nothing there, so I'll put it to the side. So as usual, I'll have a look at the kit. Absolutely what I expected. This is very, very typical from the budget companies. We get a green tray, it doesn't have a spout, we get a square of pink wax, and we get the standard diamond painting pink pen. Just for people who may be thinking about buying their first diamond painting, I'll go through the kit. I know that all the diamond painters will be saying not again, but I'm always conscious that somebody may be dropping in for the very first time, and I like to just explain things. So if you are well versed on these kits, please fast forward the video. If you are new, welcome. So diamond painting pen. This is the absolute standard diamond painting pen. Typically they're pink. Sometimes they come in blue, sometimes they're clear with little bits of glitter in them, but they are all the same. They are a plastic straw, and you will get a tip like this, which is plastic, and it has a brass insert at the very end. So just to prove that it is a straw, if you wiggle the tip, you can actually just pull them out. So there you can see just a straw, that's all it is. And this is the important part, the tip. So you use the pink wax, which is this stuff. I'll put the pen back together, but it was just to show how simple it is, but they work. So the tip of the pen is hollow, and the pink wax has a plastic cover. That is very important to know, because you have to push the pen into the wax, so just like cutting cookies and pastry. And you see there's a little hole, and that means that the pink wax is in the end of the pen. This is what picks up the drills. So you pour some drills into your tray and you give it a little shake. The drills will flip over so they sit the proper way up, and all you do is touch the drill, the top of the drill, with the tip of the pen. Just touch it, you don't have to press it, just touch, it'll pick it up. You put it where it goes on the diamond painting. The glue on the diamond painting is stronger than the pink wax, so all you do is touch and lift back, and the drill will stay there. You don't have to press hard. If you press, you will squish the pink wax out of the tip of the pen, and you'll start to get excess pink wax on your diamond painting, in between your drills, that sort of thing that you have to pick off. So the more gentle you are doing this, the less chance you're going to have excess wax on your diamond painting. So as I said, no spout, so a bit more difficult to pour back into the bags or into containers if you have some kind of containers for your drills. The trays do have angled sides, which means they tip over very easily. If you're working, you've got your drill tray sitting there, you're diamond painting, you accidentally touch the edge of the tray, it doesn't take much at all, they flip over, and all your drills flip over onto your diamond painting, and you have to pick the drills back off. Very, very annoying, but it's worth knowing about before you get your first kit, so you're aware of it, and hopefully you won't get caught out. So that's it, the green tray, pink pen, the square of pink wax, absolutely basic, but it is all you need to diamond paint. So we move on to the drills. They come in the typical sealed bag, which should have a glue strip along the edge, and it does. So we just peel this back, now you can take out the drills. So you can see they come in a string of different colours, and they have an LP number, which means nothing, it's just a reference number for the company. These are all LP009, every bag, but the important number that we're looking at is the 1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. So if you have more than one bag worth of a specific colour, they just add extra bags in the string. So As you saw, it went 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So there should be 24 colours in this diamond painting. Now the bags aren't resealable, which would have been nice. They don't have the DMC code on the bag. DMC code is a number that is specific to a specific colour. The one that I usually talk about is 310. DMC code 310 is black. So if your kits do have DMC codes and you see 310, you know that the colour is black. You could argue, but you can just look at it and you know it's black, which is true. But you get various shades of colours. In fact, there's a very, very dark blue that at first glance looks like black. But you get various shades of every colour, like red. So you could say, well, it's red, but this is red and this is red, but they're different shades of red, and there's another red, or reddish brown. But you can see these are two different colours of red, so they would have two DMC numbers. So if we look at the key, which one? That was number 4. If we look at the key, we can see on the actual key on the canvas, they do have the DMC code. So number 4 is DMC code 347, number 5 is DMC code 349. So if you have any spare drills left, you can keep them in the bag, put a little label on it, says DMC 347, then you know the exact colour of red. If you're working on a kit in the future and you happen to be using 347s and you run short, so you're maybe 3 drills short, rather than contacting the company and waiting 2 or 3 weeks for the drills to come, you can use your spare drills. So people keep them and keep a note of the DMC code. They can come in handy if you do fall short on future kits. So that's why the DMC code is important, so you know exactly which shade of a colour it is. So back to the bags. Good sized bags. If you're working from bags, if you're totally new, you don't have any way of storing the drills, you can keep them in the bags. All you do is separate them. There is a perforation between them, but I don't trust it. If you pull it and the cellophane rips off the line, it's going to rip into the bag and you won't be able to fix it. So I would suggest using scissors to separate these, and then when you're ready to use a colour, cut the top completely off. Pour out the drills, use what you need in the section you're working on. The extra ones, pour them back in, then fold the bag over and tape it. Then you can just work from the bag, so all you do is tape the bag closed. You don't want any drills spilling anywhere. So just use a piece of sellotape, as I would call it, or scotch tape, some people call it. Just use a piece of tape to keep the bags closed when you're not using them, so you don't accidentally spill the drills and get them mixed up. So good sized bags, you can definitely work from them if you don't have any other kind of storage. So just having a look at the drills to make sure they're nice and loose in the bags. They are. We have the little dimple in the base. Some have dimples in the base and some don't. I always feel that the ones that don't will stick better to the glue, just because it's a bigger surface area stuck to the glue. But after saying that, I've used plenty of drills that have the little dimple and they have never fallen off. So I don't think it really makes any difference, but you will notice some have a little dimple, some don't. It doesn't really matter. The main thing is they are loose in the bag, there's no oil from the machinery or anything like that. No static either, the drills are just sliding about quite easily, they're not sticking to the bag. I'm just having a look through the colours. I mean, everything looks fine. They are round drills. Drills are normally either round or square. You do get special drills that are totally different shapes and things, but we won't talk about that. So the normal diamond painting drills are normally round or square, and these ones are round. And we had one that tried to escape and got caught in the seal of the bag. But everything looks fine. The colours look fine actually, no problems with the colours. I have had budget kits before in the past from a different company where the colours looked a bit washed out, faded. They weren't very bright, but these look fine. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Nice pink. Then we get some dark blue as well. And we get to the sort of browns, different shades. Some green. But you can see they're very loose, free moving, exactly what you want. So drills look absolutely fine. The thing that we want to check is that we have got the right amount. So 24, we should have 24 different colours. So we'll put the drills to the side. In fact, I'll put them on the floor. When they come sealed like that, you can just do that, just drop them on the floor. No problems, they won't accidentally pop open. So we'll look at the canvas, and you can see, hopefully, if I get it off the light, Bon Appetit. And as I said, this is for the canteen at work, and I think you can understand why. A nice fun picture for the canteen, and we can decide which chef that is. I think most people will say the same person, but I won't name him. So yeah, that's it. As I said, we need to check the colours, so we can see on the key, number 1 to number 24, we had 24 colours, so that's correct. And we have the DMC code down the side as well. Now, it doesn't always say DMC code, depending which company. You get different things at the top, but this actually does say DMC, so there's no confusion. It's not the number of drills or anything, it's the actual DMC code, the specific number for a colour. As I said, no box, and it didn't come rolled. It's sort of semi-folded, and the problem that causes is this. The canvas wants to sort of fold itself back up again, and if I hold it out against the light, you can see there's these waves. The first thing you have to do with any kits like this is flatten the canvas. You don't want to work on it when it's got these waves in it, because they will stay there and they will be very obvious when the picture is on the wall, because the drills along these waves will be at different angles from the rest, and you will see lines. So you don't want that. So what you do is you lay the canvas out flat, get some nice heavy books or anything flat and heavy, put it over the top, leave it for a few days, and it will be perfectly flat. The alternative is to put it under your mattress, and it should do the same thing, but I would recommend books or something similar, something flat and heavy that you can put on top on a table and leave for a few days. It works very well. So the actual canvas, a bit starchy, totally what I expected. Could probably play a tune on that. So starchy canvas, but it's okay. The thing about the canvas is the only person that really notices the canvas is you. Once you've finished your diamond painting, you've got it up on the wall, nobody can even see the canvas, never mind touch it. The canvas will be covered in drills, so they can't touch it. The main thing is the drills stick to the glue and stay there. That is more important than anything. If your canvas is nice and soft and velvety but the drills fall off, it's not really that good. So the main thing is the drills stick to the glue. How rough the canvas is, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. So put it out again. So you can see the chef whisking the ingredients in a pot. Has some vegetables along here, a little bottle of wine. I'm not sure if that's for that or for him. Poured glue. So the glue is poured onto the canvas. It's not a sheet of glue that gets put down. Back in the olden days, it was pretty much always double-sided adhesive, which is basically a large sheet of double-sided glue that is put down on top of the canvas. When they did that, a lot of times they caught air bubbles underneath, and the first thing you had to do was get a very sharp craft knife and slice along all the bubbles so the glue would sit flat. Most of the diamond paintings I see now, in fact nearly all of them, are poured glue. So they've switched from double-sided adhesive to poured glue. Now we don't have to worry about air bubbles, which is a really, really good thing. So poured glue, we've got the clear cover to stop anything touching the glue, and if I peel that back we can have a closer look at the actual print, and you can see shine. That is the glue. That's very sticky, which is what you want. And you can see, if I get it back in the light again, apart from my fingerprint there, it's perfectly flat, so nothing to worry about. Pretty much ready to go once you've flattened the canvas. So having a closer look, we can see the symbols of the picture, and what we're looking to see is, are they readable, are they faded, are they misprinted, double printed, anything like that, and they aren't. The symbols look absolutely fine, nice and easy to make out. I just noticed that all the symbols in this one are letters. I don't even see any numbers. No fancy shapes. A lot of diamond painting kits have little symbols like arrows that maybe point up to the right hand corner and down to the left hand and different things. If you're working the diamond painting that's a big one and you have to turn it around, that can get confusing because the arrow that was pointing up this direction is now pointing down that direction, and it takes a bit of thinking to turn the symbols upside down in your head. You don't have that problem. All it is letters of the alphabet upside down, which should be easy enough to figure out. So straightforward. I don't think there'll be any problems with this at all. And just get the cover back, hopefully. If you do peel the cover off, make sure you put it back down the way it was. Don't flip it over and put the cover down because it could stick. So that's it. Pretty simple one. Bon Appetit. I think it's a very appropriate one for the canteen. I'm sure my fellow colleagues will enjoy this one. A nice little fun one. Yeah, I like it. It's very cool. I do try and find pictures that are different. Sometimes when you're watching diamond painting unboxing videos, you tend to see the same pictures again and again and again. I do some that you will see again and again, but I do try and go off the beaten track and find pictures that are a bit different that you may not have seen, and it gives people an idea of the variety in diamond painting, which is massive. So that's it. Bon Appetit from GBFKE.com. So that was Bon Appetit from GBFKE.com. As I said, I was looking for something for the canteen, and this was the first one that I saw that I thought, yeah, that's a cool one. A nice cheery picture. I'm sure my colleagues at work will enjoy this when I finish it and put it up. As I said, I have been swapping them out. I think I'm on my third month. So they are looking at an owl holding a cup of coffee at the moment. So this one will be appearing at some point in the future, not anytime soon, because I am halfway through a relatively big diamond painting. It's going to take a bit of time. I'm hoping to get it finished by the end of this month and have that one up, but I think, being realistic, it's probably going to be next month before I finish it. So yeah, typical budget kit, that's all I can say. Nothing bad about that at all. Sealed bags, but they are decent sized bags. You can cut them open, use some drills, fold the bag over, tape it, and work like that. Just keep the bags in numerical order, and it works very well. So especially if you're totally new and you're not sure, you want to try diamond painting, I would suggest that you don't start looking at what everybody else is doing and go and buy too many things initially, because you might find that you, for whatever reason, decide that you don't want to continue. Maybe you struggle to find time to sit down and do it. Maybe you struggle to read the symbols, you have problems maybe holding the pen for long periods of time. Maybe if you've got arthritis, that sort of thing, might be uncomfortable. You could find that you start to get sore shoulders, sore neck, that sort of thing. Everybody is different, and there are ways to help these things, but the main thing is that people might think, oh, that looks really cool, and then realise it takes a lot longer than they thought, and they're too busy doing other things. So I would say initially, if you get bags like that, just work from the bags, and by the time you finish your diamond painting, you will have a very good idea if you want to do another one. Most people do, to be fair. It is a very addictive hobby, very enjoyable hobby, very relaxing hobby. When I do the diamond paintings, normally I have headphones on and I listen to music while I sit and do them. And I find it a way to switch off from everything, just relax, listen to music, sit and place dots, and at the end of the day, well, end of a few days, I have a picture that I can take to work and hang up on the wall. And people at work, I get a lot of people coming up and asking me about them, and just they're curious. I mean, most of them aren't interested in doing them, but they're really interested in seeing them, which is nice. So it's good that they're appreciated, rather than me finishing them and then they end up beside the rest that have been done. What we do here is we alternate, and I just realised I forgot to hang one up there. So yeah, that's the first time I've done that. But I alternate the pictures now and again, just for a change of scenery, and that's the way that I've been doing it. I've got them all sort of stacked up, and every once in a while I'll just pull out a different one. When I do the next video, there will be something there. That was an oversight, because that was the owl with the coffee. I did an unboxing of that as well, and it did make an appearance up there before I took it to work, so I just forgot to hang something else up. So yeah, as I said, basic kit. The bags are fine, they're a good size, not resealable, but definitely can work from them. The canvas is typical budget, I would say, a bit scratchy. It's got the waves in it because the canvas isn't rolled, it doesn't come in a box. So the first thing you have to do is put, I would say, books, if people have still got books these days. Put some heavy books on top, leave it for a few days, take the books off, it'll be nice and flat. You want it flat before you start working on it. So the diamond painting looks like it should. It won't have these waves, which will create bands of light as the drills along these rows reflect the light differently from the rest of the picture. So you want the whole thing flat. If it's nice and flat, when you walk past, the drills sparkle, and that's where the name diamond painting came from, because they sparkle like diamonds. Simple as that. The kit, the basic kit, green tray. Just be careful not to touch the side. If you've got drills in it, it will flip over and it is very annoying. Standard pen, just typical diamond painting pen with the standard tip. Little square of pink wax, which is plenty for a diamond painting this size, and that's pretty much it. What else? The print is absolutely fine. I like the fact that the key is only letters, no symbols, especially those arrows. People who have done diamond paintings where they've got maybe 3 or 4 different arrows in the key. You've maybe got one arrow that's pointing that way, and one that's pointing this way, and one that's pointing that way. I've had it. In fact, I think I've maybe had all 4 in the same picture, which is fine if you keep the diamond painting the proper way up. But if you're working on a large diamond painting, you tend to turn the canvas so you can reach, and then suddenly your arrow that pointed up to the right now points down to the bottom left. The bottom left points to the top right, and it can get very confusing. You've got to be on the ball when you're doing that sort of thing. No problems with this because it is purely letters of the alphabet. All that happens is the letters are upside down, and it's pretty easy to decipher that. So yeah, I like that. I like the fact there are no symbols, no weird symbols that you can get confused about. And that's it. The colours, the actual drills look okay. No problems with them. They are round. Didn't see any obvious flaws or anything in them. They look fine. The actual canvas, the print is really clear. No problems reading this at all. So again, good. And that's it. I mean, the downside, if you would call it a downside, is that you have to flatten the canvas, and that means that you have to wait a few days before you can actually start diamond painting, but that is it. Nothing else. When you consider the price as well though, the budget kits are or tend to be quite a bit cheaper than the more upmarket kits, and at the end of the day, the canvas, as I was saying, the canvas, okay, it's scratchy and you have to flatten it, but once that's done and you've done your diamond painting, it's up on the wall, nobody can tell anything about the canvas. The main thing is the drills stick to the glue. As long as they stick to the glue, it's fine. So that's it, I think. So that was GBFKE.com. They have a lot of diamond painting kits, and they also have special deals that they change. They have the sort of budget section where they do kits for a special price. Can't remember exactly, but it's something like $4.99 or less, that sort of thing. So you can, if you're really on a tight budget, you can go straight there rather than browsing through the site and trying to find ones that are cheaper. They have them categorized, so you can look at different price ranges, you can look at different sizes, you can look at round drills or square drills if you have a preference, and they do other art and craft stuff, so if you are into other arts and crafts, you could have a look and see what they've got as well. I will put a direct link if this little chef caught your attention. I'll put a direct link to him and you can have a look and see what you think. Maybe put it in your own kitchen or take it to work and put it in the canteen like I will be doing. So yeah, that's it. So nice picture, something different. I don't have a chef, well I do now, but I don't have anything quite like this. And I like to do these sort of fun ones that people maybe raise a smile when they see it at the canteen. And that's good. That's the whole point. I put them up to brighten the canteen and get people talking, and it's working. It's definitely working. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video and you would like to see more unboxings, unbaggings, comparisons, reviews, anything to do with diamond painting, please consider subscribing. If you do subscribe, hit the notification button and you will get a little message when I post a new video or when I go live. I sometimes go live on YouTube, and it gives me a chance to talk to other diamond painters around the world and just have a bit of a chat. We talk about diamond painting, we talk about the weather, we talk about pretty much anything. It's just a chance to socialise with other diamond painters around the world, and I'm quite interested in doing that. We've all got the same hobby, so we've all got something in common. If you're totally new to diamond painting, feel free to drop in and ask any questions you want. If I don't answer them, other people that come in will be more than happy. We're always very keen to help other people to enjoy the hobby of diamond painting. It can be frustrating at times when things go wrong, but everybody out there is more than willing to help. So if you do have any problems, or if you have any questions, you can drop me an email at diamondpaintinggym@gmail.com. You can also catch me on Instagram at diamondpaintinggym. You see some pictures of things that I'm working on, some little short videos and that type of thing. So if you're interested in that, please follow me on Instagram. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.